we abandoned exploring 5 months ago. We got distracted with all kinds of crazy crap, like forays into Narendran, a bunch of bands, Hell Band, which was awesome, Cathang Band, Yeek Band. We did a ton of bands. We got into, obviously, at some point, Darkest Dungeons, and then, of course, some more Caverns of Zeskasian 2. So it's been a long time since we abandoned it. And I want to finish it out so we can move on to 2012, because, hey, that's only a decade behind the times, right? We're catching up. I don't know for sure how many are left to do. When last we did one of these was Defender of the Deep, back 5 months ago. I closed out that video by saying I only have a few left that are playable and they have to be played on my old machine. I'll be honest, I don't know which games those are. I'm going to have to try and figure out what the hell I had planned. If there are any, maybe I tried firing them up and they didn't work and that was why I moved on. I don't know. The vagaries of my mind are impossible to discern even to myself, so I don't know what happened, why we abandoned it. But there is at least this one, maybe more. I don't know if this is the last one in 2011 or not. Looking down the 2011 7-day roguelike challenge list on the Rogue Basin, we got past all the, well, as far as I can tell, maybe all the games that were available to be played in general, and moved into the failed category. Games that were not completed on time. Now, in the past, we've explored some of these for other 7-day roguelike challenges, and we've seen that some of them actually did evolve eventually into fully playable games. That's why they're worth looking at. Beyond that, of course, there is just a basic history. And today, it cannot be denied. The one we're looking at is just about basic history. This, as you can see right here, is a tech demo. The game was called The Soul Lord. Bracket tech demo. Obviously, the game was never completed, and I had to search like hell, literally traveling back in time to find this game. And I will include a link to where you can travel back in time to find it for yourself. We're going to explore what there is to offer here. I don't expect this to be a long video. There's probably not much here, but we'll find out together. I'm not beyond this page. I've not seen anything. The Soul Lord by who's it by? The Soul Lord by Akhier. Akhier. A tech demo. Watch the goblin follow you at a slightly slower speed. I am a tingle with excitement already, guys. Explore a dungeon and see the FOV work. I'm assuming that means field of view. I imagine you can only see certain directions. Currently no win condition or point. Haha! Like my life. Numpad numbers to move. Let's give it a try. Press 1 to start a new game. Let me show I'm in the right window over here. I'm playing in my giant window because this is playing on a postage stamp. Here we are. Look at that. We're in a dungeon. I can attest the number pad is moving me. Let me just angle my body to make sure it continues to move me. I'm not sure if it stopped receiving the signal. This guy, is he going to follow me at a slightly slower speed? Can I bump into him? Bumping into him does nothing. Not a bad little dungeon generator as far as I can tell. Akhier had the workings of something here. However minimal it may be. Very linear dungeon. I'm noticing it's very up and down. It's like we're playing on a fucking old arcade screen. Those vertical screens. Oh, look at that. Let's take advantage of an opportunity that has not presented itself before to branch off. We lost our goblin pursuer who's following us at a slightly slower speed. Oh, was there like a secret door? I think we're almost done this video, guys. I think this is all there is. Let's spend a few seconds here. A few seconds longer. Looking around because, hey, we're here, right? I don't think I'm ever going to fire this up again. It does fire up in Windows just fine, which is nice. Some of the older current Windows 11 or whatever the hell I'm using on this 64-bit machine, it works fine. Whereas a lot of the older games from this generation I have to fire up on the 32-bit machine in the corner, which requires insane levels of contortion from me. And sitting on the floor, which for a man of my advanced years is not the most pleasant experience anymore. Well, it did make a game side to side. It was just very odd that it was quite linear there at the beginning. We'll walk around a bit, see if there's any stairs, see if we can figure this out. I don't think there's a mini-map to figure out where we've been. Not sure what else to tell you. Because I have you here, I'll tell you a bit of what's going on in my life. Besides auditioning again, there's been some really, really sweet auditions. I can't tell you what. I had to sign NDAs for all this crap. Not all of it, but some of it I had signed NDAs for, so I can't elaborate on what. But a really, really awesome audition this past weekend that I'm quite excited about. What I'm not excited about beyond this weekend, on Monday, we had to bring our cat in for dental surgery. Lennius has been eating poorly for some time, and we're not 100% sure of the cause, but there is a decent guess that it's his teeth. Cats have a weird trait where they can resorb their teeth, literally reabsorb their teeth into their gums. It's a magic trick that only they can do. And why they do it, I don't know. But he's done that with a lot of his teeth, which means a lot of his molars and stuff, or what would be a molar in a human, are gone. And when we had him in for $600 of examinations and tests, we could see his gums were inflamed. So the idea is we got to have him in for have those teeth excavated and pulled, and some X-rays done and stuff to figure out how much work has to be done. Costing us anywhere between $1,600 and $2,500. So wish me the low end of that spectrum. He goes in on Monday, and I'm nervous as hell. I don't like bringing him to the vet. He doesn't like going to the vet. That's why I don't like bringing him. And I imagine there's going to be some serious pain and discomfort once this is done, at least for a while. So while the objective is to get him eating more readily than he has been, the odds are that at least in the short term, that is not going to be a success, that he's going to stop eating even more because his mouth will be very sore after the surgery. Assuming we don't have to leave him there overnight or anything, which also freaks me out. So that's this upcoming Monday, and I am not looking forward to it. That's all that's going on in my life, to be honest with you. Spending a lot of my time working on a script conversion. I have several novels out, but one you can find readily on Amazon if you want to read any of my writing. I have 2 books out on Amazon, at least 2 books under my actual name, 18 books under a pseudonym, and I won't tell you about those because they're erotica, and I don't release that to the public. Those are written just to make money, and they've worked. But of the mainstream novels I have, one called Dawn at the Royal Star, I am currently working to convert into a TV series and see if that works. So if you want to check out any of my writing, please pick that book up. I also have a book of short stories out horror stories called Paths Through the Dark. You can find that on Amazon. If you want to pick it up, I advise you get the ebook of that one. The Dawn at the Royal Star, buy in either form, ebook or paperback. It's an awesome read. The Path Through the Dark paperback, the print came out rather small, and I've always intended to get back and fix that, but I haven't had time yet, which means you're better off reading the ebook version if you want to go for the short stories. That's about all that's going on. Oh, I've also been working again on Caverns of Zescasian 2. I reintegrated the Survivor class into the game, so most of the classes are back in there now. Fixed a few more bugs. That's about it. I'm just babbling, guys, because we got to explore the full level. Like, we just have to understand what we can of this game. So far, there's not much to understand. My only question is there a staircase somewhere? If there is, we'll go down it, but we won't explore that full level. We'll just be like, hey, it works. If there's not, well, then we'll call it quits. I'll refire it up briefly just to make sure that it's truly randomized. And that'll be the end of that. Wonder where our goblin companion is. Wonder if he's still trying to follow us. My wife, when she was younger, or at least long before she met me, was really into some of the Lara Croft games, and she tells me sometimes about playing one of them where the butler character would follow around her Lara Croft character, and the butler carried saucers and cups, and the saucers and cups would rattle. You'd hear the rattling noise coming long before you saw the butler as he tried to follow her around. And it cracks her up. She used to do it. She used to just leave rooms just to make him follow her and rattle his cups. So sometimes I do that to amuse her. But that's how I'm picturing the goblin right now. This slow goblin is sort of walking along behind us with some rattling cutlery. And not a bad dungeon generator. It could use some more branches. You know, it feels like it's kind of linear. Like you go down one path and you're kind of like, well, you've gone down that path, so that's as far as you can go now. I'm thinking this is the last little avenue to explore. I think that's it. No, I can see a spot right here. Let's go explore that. think that's it. I think we've explored the limit and the magic of this dungeon generator. I guess we're done for now, guys. There wasn't a lot here. If I can get another video up soon, I will, but this will be it for today probably, because we got to go grocery shopping right now. But at least, hey, we're a little closer to being done the 2011 7-day roguelike challenge, including the failures, and that's a harsh term, including the incompletes, which this Akhier, I'm sure, would be the first to admit. I was just curious if we can meet our goblin again, but we're not going to. I'm going to call it right there. Have a great day wherever you guys are. I will see what else there is to do in the 2011 7-day roguelike challenge, including the failures, and if I can find something else worth looking at, we'll look at it, and if I can't, then we'll move on to something else, like the 2012 challenge. Interesting. I can see. Oh, never mind. It does scroll left to right. All right. We're going to call it there. Have a good day, guys. I wonder if you can press like Q to quit or X to escape or Control X. Maybe that works. Control S, Control Q, escape. Nothing works. I'm just going to kill it. Bye.